as we jump into the game, who's going to control the early game in this one?
Good question. I feel like Twisted Minds are more pressured to control the early stages just because they went in for the Selena as well as the Good Catcher. They really have to consistently apply pressure on Onic. Because Onic, honestly, if you look at their lineup, they're not in a rush. They can wait for the neutral objectives to be up and fight during those moments. They can pretty much chill, actually, in the early stages. So if there's anything, Twisted Minds has to be the one applying the pressure in the early stages.
Yep, and they want to punish Onic's relatively, I'd say, expensive lineup. Look at that. You have to put farm on the Lunox, you have to put farm on the Claude, and they're all rocking Purifies. So you have the incentive to, be proactive and make him pop it. Pop that Purify.
Pop that Purify, man. What? That feels like a throwback, you know?
If I didn't bring my arm, I'm pretty sure there would be merch for it.
Yeah. And how about that Uranus versus Beleric matchup in the bottom lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's again a nothing matchup.
I don't know what's worse, that or the Esmeralda.
No, nothing beats Esmeralda Uranus, man.
Yeah.
It's literally no way to kill each other.
There's some punish. There's some punish between the Uranus and the Beleric.
Yep. Yeah. You can taunt. That's why.
You can make him overcommit.
Yeah.
But between Esmeralda and Uranus, nope. Neither of y'all slow each other down. How about this gold lane bout, though?
There was a time where Melissa was the best when it comes to laning. But now, because of the fighter emblem that's available for the Claude, if it is a purely 1v1 scenario, then you also won't die. Which also means that the Claude will have the better end of the stick, because as long as you don't kill the Claude, it will be able to farm. And
whoa. Wow. The Blitz, look at this!
This is a Blitz on the Turtle. Very
literally.
Good work from Twisted.
Great work.
Joseph, you could have held your breath and blinked and it would have been gone.
That's the problem when you rock the Lunox in the laning stage. It's just very, very slow. Not only does it move slow, it doesn't clear as fast as your Selena, for example, with the Gatok Catcher.
Dear God, what was that? 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah. Well, that's why, Wolf, you mentioned in the last match too, just how valuable it is to have a Selena, especially with the Suyo. It helps you farm faster, even your camps. Well, hell, even on the Turtle, first one. So we'll see if Onic actually wants to fight into the second one. But it's a no-kill game so far under the 3-minute mark.
Oh, Tracy gets flushed out of that left side brush. King Kong securing his own little green. Little Wanderer goes to Twisted. So if we're looking back at our infinite keys to victory, is this Twisted Minds winning the early? Because they're not doing anything to exactly disrupt Onic.
Okay, no, I think this is a stalemate for sure, but the fact that Tracy has level 4 faster than Yoshi, it's going to be important. Eventually this will ramp up. The true test of who wins the early game might be the third turtle, actually, because I feel like Onic, the way that they're approaching this game is, let's play passively, let's just secure our farm, make sure Savero gets a double lane, punish if we can punish, and don't be the first ones to start the fights. Not unless we have the Trinity for Savero available, because that's when Savero can just go in.
Okay.
So yeah, so to answer your question, no, this is a stalemate, and Onic will have the better end of the stick because of that.
But the fact that we just saw Savero with very little punish from Twisted Minds get a double lane means Onic is okay. Like, this is up to their tempo. This is to their timing.
Yep, 100%. Yeah.
That seems to be the case when, Claude's in play, right? That's one of the things we've talked about. Some teams have opted not to pick him up so much, but it just seems like Onic knows the game plan with the composition to work, and they're willing to go ahead and go that route. The second turtle, though, this is what I was wondering. They'd actually be in a position to go ahead and contest it. It looks like they'll do just that. Again, Kirk has to utilize this Wrath the Dryad combo, the flicker with it too. They're going to try to push off Twisted from this. Tracy's already half health. King Kong grabbed it. Now Super Friends could be in trouble. Lansu on the front side again. Turtle's going to reset for now.
The Admiral, such an anchor, pushing back 3 to 4 members of Onic single-handedly. Whoa! They catch one!
They catch one. Savero's going to be able to survive, though.
He popped that Purify.
Popped the Purify, guiding winds. He's going to try to heal up a little bit, I guess. Off of this, they still claim control on the Turtle, and they get it. Whoa! Bite it all! There's a setup, though, from Twist. King Kong relying on the iframes. He's able to get out. Kirk has to flicker defensively, and they just call it off. Onyx happy with the objective.
Oh, that was interesting, because Twisted Minds looked like they found the right targets. They had a combo. Seems like they just didn't have enough damage during that moment. And that's interesting because they have Suyo. I think that they just did not connect properly, or maybe Onic were just really good at defending themselves. It's like when you're looking at Savero, he's popping his Purify, but not immediately. It's like he's not panicking whatsoever. That's also true with Super Yoshi, and most importantly, Kirk with the Wrath of the Dryad to help his teammates up. King Kong surviving there with the Retribution onto the Lord. Again, these are conditions that will favor Onic in the long run.
That's the genius of Yoshi's Matilda. I think single-handedly the wings guiding wind
Yep.
allowed for them to get spaced out. But now, no Purify, Savero!
Oh, Savero, first blood going to Benny Cutie. It's unfortunate because it was on cooldown, that Guiding Wind, and he wasn't able to go ahead and utilize it.
No.
And so there you go.
Yoshi can't save you like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yoshi cannot do anything there.
Look at this power struggle between two teams. So just one pickup, Twisted Minds are ahead by 1,000 gold. Might be inflating their gold lead right now because of that push up top. Such an important takedown. Came out from Twisted Minds.
2K before turtle number 3. So even if Onic did get the second one, I think Twisted Minds are primed for an awesome mid-game power spike.
The most important factor in that is that they gave that lead to Benny Cutie. Getting that first blood and getting the kill means that Benny Cutie will be easily activatable come the third turtle.
Yeah, speaking of that, he's going to get the DHS now. So he's got his 2 items, at least for now.
That's 1,000 between them.
That's right.
1,000 between him and Savero. So they are set up. I mean, Twist is in a really good position to go ahead and just secure this next objective. That's why they're going to force this fight here. Kirk trying to get away. A sliver of health left, very low. This isn't going to be worth it for them unless somehow King Kong pulls something up his sleeve.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Fancy footwork, and he does it. Gets the retribution. Secures the last turtle for now, and he'll be able to get out with Super Yoshi's Guiding Wind.
You know what? Sensui should be familiar to those maneuvers. He used to do that with a Nolan. So King Kong, educated fingers, coming in from an off angle, just yeets it away from Twisted. Turtle number 3, taken by the Super Fam.
Maybe a clash, a little bit of clash in the middle, just some pokes coming off Super Fins. When you get your third item on Super Fins, now you're a threat against the Uranus. You gotta be careful, Lance, eventually. While that was happening, there was a solo push up top by Savero, which will then favor Onic, and then they also did not lose any of their members during that Lord Steal. That's gotta be such a good play coming out from King Kong. Making sure the Twisted Minds lead will not inflate. Kirk on the backstab play. Seems like.
Oh, look at the damage out of Benny, pushing back Prince Landly. Did no one check that off angle? This is a relatively deceptive way to come in through. This is underneath the turtle pit.
Oh, I think the Twisted Minds were... I felt like they needed to rush the turtle, the neutral objective, because they were ahead anyway.
Oh!
The burst damage coming through on Lansu already early on. King Kong gonna be stopped in his tracks. He does get out though. Good protection there from Sensui to keep the Admiral alive. But it looks like Onic is really good at just choosing their battles right now. And that's something that's gonna stand out, especially when we get to this Lord in about 20 seconds. So Twisted, hopefully they've got it under control. They've got the items, I feel like, built up that they need. But the same can be said now going for Onic. My main question is, when does Super Prince come online here on this Luno?
Third item, for sure. Eventually see that Tracy and Lansu will not be able to hold themselves in front of Onic when that happens. And Savero already pushed the bottom lane, now they're trying to go for the mid lane.
It's gonna be difficult for Twisted to dance with the way Onic are attacking on multiple fronts.
That's right.
First it was a top lane after that turtle take or steal from King Kong, and then now it's the bottom lane that they're applying pressure to. That's the long lane. This is no longer just a front line turret that you're dealing with. This is the first Lord.
Super Prince went in for the Divine Glaive Rush.
Second item.
Oh my, that's gonna hurt Lansu for sure. I think this is literally targeted towards Lansu right now with the glowing one anti-heal and then the Divine Glaive.
Maybe even Tracy to an extent.
Even Tracy for sure. They really want to destroy the front lines of Twisted Minds before the fight explodes.
Oh, look at that, Prince.
Just one Chaos Bolt and that's already Lansu down to 1 bar.
Oh no, he's brought to half. So relying on Super Yoshi here too. This is a risk that Twisted might be willing to take. They're trying to fight for control and zoning here for this first Lord, but it's going through a soft reset. Now Onic dodging the arrow, still going for it. Lord's going to reset. Tracy brought to half. And it's still a fight for this one.
That's a soft reset on the Lord, kept to about 2/3. Now at half, Lansu spots two of them, flushing them out of that brush. And now the Lord gets reset once more. What a dance.
What a dance. You gotta be careful about the arrows, though.
Oh, they're going for it. Oh, they went for Lansu. They popped the Consecrate, though, and Arrow's going to be able to land. They could collapse down, and they find King Kong. A big pickup, but Sean goes down. Tracy's going to be next. Onic, even after losing their jungler, they still stay calm and collected. Get to. They're actually going to go ahead and keep this Lord here. Sensui's up, though, so there's no point in going for it. They might just want to go for the mid-turret.
Oh, Twisted Minds. I think it happened again. They were a little too far off. The range wasn't on their side, so they couldn't get their damage online.
It's a scary, though.
Oh, Kirk. Wow, they actually stayed, and now
Oh!
Twisted went for a batting win, and Severo goes into the back line to be able to find Benny Cutie. Onic makes it happen, and King Kong's up. He'll come back with a flying cloud.
Amazing formation coming out from Onic. The way that they set up their boxes, Severo with the timing to get into the backlines, to pop the ultimate, to take out Benny Cutie. Onic are just on a different playing field right now.
Can Sensui pull off what King Kong did earlier? It looks like they're not going to fully commit just yet, but there it is. Circling Eel. Kirk jumping in with the Wrath of the Dryad. You're going to fight for it. Go for it. Super Fritz takes out Tracy, and King Kong will get the Lord. What a Lord dance and battle that was.
Sensui was a second off. I saw the attempt. It literally was possible with a Sever Retry combo.
Yep.
But there was just way too much happening in the pit for him to do that a second sooner.
And Onic made it very hectic for Sensui. They're just overloading Twisted Minds with a lot of mini plays, with the jumps coming out from Super Yoshi, Kirk being threatening with the ultimate. And even just the taunt is going to be enough for Twisted Minds to kind of destroy their own formation. Whereas for Onic, they kept their box intact.
Yeah.
It seems very difficult to penetrate your Twisted Minds. And because of the itemization and this Lunox, you can see the Twisted Minds are always second-guessing whether or not they will get into the front lines of Onic, because anybody who shows themselves in front of Onic will receive both the piercing damage from the Lunox and, of course, this Claude.
It's always interesting to see, you know, when it comes down to the Retribution, especially the Lord. Sure, all the junglers can relate. You see the spike in the heart rates for the junglers. King Kong reaching up to almost 150 there for that. They secure themselves this Lord. They're up on this top side. Benny Cutie winning through this. He's going to go and clear this out, but the Lord does go ahead and charge in on the top turret. Meanwhile, King Kong pushing bot. All waves being pushed forward. We'll see if they're able to take down a base turret, but it looks like we're going to take a little bit of a breather before we get to that base push.
Disgusting interaction. I wonder if this pause here has something to do with that.
We should be... They did clear out the Lord. Not sure if Onyx is going to get anything else off of that push, but they did do some damage to the mid and the top base turrets.
Okay, we've seen worse situations for teams that have won from further lower disadvantages, right? 4,000 and, you know, just your inhibitors left standing. There's a lot of room for Twisted to work through this.
Is Onic going to actually try to force this? I don't see a way, unless they take too much of a risk and Kirk goes in with a flicker. I think they're just going to go ahead and do their due diligence, take what they can, and then reset from there.
You always want to fish for any kind of outplays that you can do against your opponents, and that's what Onic will be doing. They take out the orange buff. King Kong gets back into the crabber. Look at how fast the Hirara can take out those jungle camps. Blink and you'll miss it. You can see that King Kong is just way too stacked for Twisted Minds to handle in this scenario. And now, King Kong just reminds us how OP a Hirara could be.
Oh, even the purple.
Severo taken away Sensui's lunch money.
And look at them. Twisted Minds are positioning themselves around this jungle. They're famished. They just can't get out of their base easily. They have to share. Benny and Sensui had to share with one minion wave. And all of a sudden, Onic are ahead by 4,000. 10.5k for the Claude, 11.5k for this Hirara. Almost up with the 5th item. This is a difficult scenario for Twisted Minds, but all they have to do now is to look for a good arrow coming up from Sean.
Difficult doesn't even cover it, because even Super Yoshi is starting to hurt. He's built 3 items, 2 of them magic damage, a Holy Crystal and an Enchanted Talisman. The dance has begun.
Yeah.
Lord here approaching half health. And look at Onic, look at the tight formation.
Yeah, playing around the Matilda. You know, you have those shields, you have the potential to go ahead and get out of dodge. And one of the great things about the Lunox, right, is you got the brilliance to rely on. So Super Prince has his own kind of built-in defensiveness that he needs. If you do, they're going to go for it, though. They already get the go-away out, though, from Benny Cutie. So that's pretty big here for Onic. Let's see if they play into it.
That's go away for in exchange for the Circling Eagle, and Onic will be very happy about that. Now they can secure this Lord. No, they won't. They will set it up again. They will go for the longer dance, and Kinko will deny Twisted Minds of the orange buff.
Okay, Circling Eagle has just a much faster cooldown, but it will be ready. I'm talking about go away. Lansu already popped that Consecration. And a Purify too!
Again, it's Onic just playing these team fights really well. It doesn't have to be a total commit, you know? They don't have to commit all the way to get these kills. It's just getting battle spells out, ultimates, if they can. I mean, Benny Cutie's got to go away with me again. So we're back to this point.
Yep.
Drops that Muddles.
King Kong not wasting any seconds farming. He's clearing the waves.
The beast got 8.
Oh, they're going to go for it. This is the lockdown that they found, and it's Kirk, though, but he gets out again, and now Tracy pops the Revitalize. Kirk will go for the reset. Again, Flying Clouds will bring him back. They got a chubby wave down bot to work into, and it looks like now, Lord, less than half health there. They're going to go commit for this one, and King Kong will be able to secure it. Tracy, Benny could be in trouble. He goes down to the barrel. Popping the Wind of Nature. Popping Twisted Minds. Lansu and Sean trying to get back to the base, but he can't. And Super Yoshi will pick that one up. Onic knows they won the team fight. They won the Lord. They'll win game 1 in this best of 3 as they work on the crystal and take the first game from